All right, end of October, we got a new month, and I have literally no idea what I'm going to talk about. You know what? Let me take a look and see what games are coming out or have come out in the last month or so. Spider-Man Miles Morales is coming out, but I want to get on PS5, and I don't have a PS5 pre-order. So, I guess I'll wait for that. Battletoads came out a couple months ago. But my Xbox One controller is broken, so that won't work. Oh, that's right! Kingdom Hearts, Melody of Memory!
Stop it.
Fine. Scooter, turn off the alarm. Ugh, what else could I possibly... That's it! We can play this one! It's exactly what I need after a month of horror. It's just something that's nice, relaxing, a super easy kids game that I can just... So that's what it felt like when I was beating Will over the head with the baseball bat. Okay, so before we talk about the newest game, let's briefly discuss the series as a whole. Back in 1996, Naughty Dog released Crash Bandicoot for the original PlayStation. The game was a huge hit, and they quickly followed up with Crash 2 and Crash 3, as well as a kart racing spin-off, Crash Team Racing. After that, Naughty Dog went off to create the Jak and Daxter series, and Universal, the company that published Crash, kept the rights. Universal had studios try many different things to recapture the magic of the first 4 games. A couple party games, some more racing games, a few more platformers, Game Boy Advance games. What? We can talk about Game Boy Advance games, just not Game Boy Color ports. Unfortunately, nothing they tried ever seemed to stick, and Crash faded into obscurity as we entered the 2010s. And then this happened. Seemingly out of nowhere, Crash was back with gorgeous remakes of the original trilogy.
Didn't he first reappear in Skylanders?
Why do you do this to me? And after the Insane trilogy, Activision... Oh, right, Activision eventually ended up with the rights to Crash. It's a long story. Anyways, Activision released a remake of Crash Team Racing, called Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled, which was also super popular. And due to all this popularity, we finally got... Crash Bandicoot 4, It's About Time, was made by Toys for Bob and released just a few weeks ago. Crash 4 pretty much wipes the slate clean and reboots the post-Naughty Dog series. As such, it starts directly after Crash 3, with the villains trapped and trying to get out. They finally manage to, and begin breaking apart the fabric of space and time between all dimensions. As you do. And so, Crash and his sister Coco have to travel between the dimensions to reassemble the 4 masks that can fix reality and stop the bad guys. Yeah, the plot isn't exactly Shakespeare, but I really liked it, especially the characterization and dialogue. There was a lot of humor, and the excellent animation really helped sell it. There's also a couple of twists and turns, as well as a few moments of fan service that I'm sure Crash fans will love.
Well, did you?
Huh? Oh, no, I'm not a Crash fan.
I'm sorry, what?
I'm not a Crash fan.
What are we even doing here?
Okay, before we talk about gameplay, I'll explain my history, or lack thereof, with Crash. I was an N64 kid, so I missed out on Crash and Spyro. I dabbled a bit with their GBA games, and my late Uncle Wendy let me play Crash 3 one time at his house, but it wasn't until both of their PS1 trilogies got remade for the PS4 that I finally tried the games for real. I absolutely fell in love with Spyro.
And Crash?
Well, I kinda hated it.
You what?
Okay, let me clarify. I hated Crash 1. I was indifferent towards Crash 2, and I actually haven't tried Crash 3 on it yet. I just don't really like that style of gameplay.
So you hated Crash 4?
Oh no, I actually thought it was a lot of fun.
You ever even make any sense?
No, not really. Look, I know it's weird, but Crash 4 just works for me. At its heart, it's the same hallway style of gameplay as before. You run forward, you smash boxes, you kill innocent animals, all the normal stuff. But there's 2 things that makes the game more fun for me. First is the modern mode. So when you start up a new game, you can choose between the modern mode, where you don't have the life system, or the retro mode, where you have the lights just like the previous games. I think lights can be useful in some games, but when games are trying to be super hard like this one, we'll talk about that later, I'd rather just not deal with the annoyance life system brings. The other thing is the 4 new masks. See, after you save them, they join you for your adventure, and at certain times they will grant you one of 4 power-ups. Slow time, super spin, reverse gravity, or whatever you call this thing. I really love these power-ups and feel they were implemented really well. They also play a big role in certain boss battles, but I don't want to spoil it for any of you. Doing well on a level can earn you gems, which you can collect to unlock new costumes for Crash or Coco. And eventually you can do a weird inverse remix version of the level that is trippy as heck, but can get you even more gems. You can also unlock 3 extra playable characters for special levels: Tawna, Dingodile, and Dr. Neo Cortex himself. In my opinion, Tawna and Dingodile are a lot of fun to play as, while Cortex is just okay. Thankfully, I think Tawna and Dingodile have more levels than him. Okay, now we need to discuss the elephant in the room, the difficulty. Look, let me just get this out of the way, okay? If you're going to play this game, at least at first, play it on modern mode. Look, I don't care how tough you think you are, this game is definitely designed with modern mode in mind.
Come on, is it really that bad?
If I was playing this with the live system, yeah, definitely. If you play this game, you are going to die a lot. On one level, I almost died 100 times, and that's why I'm saying this game is designed around modern mode. Games like Super Meat Boy are a lot of fun, despite being punishingly hard. And that's because the developers knew that people didn't need to worry about lives. The same thing here. The developers developed tough challenges that take a lot of time to learn how to get through, under the assumption that you're playing with infinite lives. Not that the game doesn't reward you for not dying, mind you. One of the gems on every level is awarded for dying 3 times or less, so if you want 106% completion, you're going to have to really master the levels. But that leads to the other problem, full completion. I didn't even try to get a full completion at all on any of the levels, because doing so makes the game jump from fun hard to ridiculously painfully annoying hard. Every level has a hidden gem, the developers like to hide some of the boxes. There's the new rail grind sections that are fun spectacles but block you from backtracking if needed. And then there's the secret tapes that you can only collect on a perfect no-dying run. Look, I enjoyed playing the game, but not enough to suffer like that. I'll just watch the true ending on YouTube.
So, do you love it or hate it?
Why do I need to love it or hate it? Look, I thought it was fine. It didn't blow me away or change my life, but I enjoyed overcoming the challenges and getting to the end. I don't ever plan on fully completing it or anything, but it was a fun ride, and I think it's a good sign of things to come from the franchise. With this game, Crash is back, and hopefully he sticks around this time. Though personally, I kind of hope we get a new Spyro game first, but still, if this game looks interesting, definitely check it out. Just make sure you stick to modern mode and don't expect to get 100% completion anytime soon. You know, but there's a multiplayer mode on here. You should call Will and we should try it out.
Well, this sucks.
I mean, it doesn't exactly suck.
It's horrible.
Come on, it's not that bad, guys. Okay, fine. You guys want to play CTR Nitro Fueled instead?
I'd rather get some churros. Sounds good to me.
At 2, Scooter. Well, all alone now. Maybe we'll play another 3D platformer. Maybe something indie. See you guys next time.
Thanks for watching the video. Yeah, I know this one was pretty short today. Just decided to do a quick one, I suppose. I don't know. I didn't have all that much to say, really. I think it kind of speaks a lot for itself. Still, though, hopefully it was still entertaining enough. It was nice to do a nice smaller episode after the last video, but got this one edited up pretty quickly too. Right now it's today's Tuesday as I'm recording this part, and I'm putting the final touches on there, but I'll still probably put it up on Friday. I think. I don't know. I'll figure this out. Who knows? Still though, again, thanks everybody for watching and supporting me in some way, shape, or form. Thanks everybody on Twitter. I'm sure this might hit a few more of you because it's about Crash Bandicoot. Hopefully this doesn't disappoint too much. That's pretty much everything I got to say, really. Not a lot to do this one. I will say this though, the multiplayer. Okay, I actually wrote that part at the end just as kind of a joke about the multiplayer because I heard that the multiplayer wasn't great. And as it turns out, though, the multiplayer is one where you take turns. I did not realize that, so that doesn't make sense for what you see, but whatever. Creative liberties, let's just say that. Or maybe we're just all that stupid that we're all pushing buttons on the controllers without it actually doing anything. Who knows? Oh well. Hope you guys enjoy the next video, and till then, though, be excellent to each other.